right? So the brother's been teaching you who you are. I know the brother Padawati, who you know was Dwayne, already taught you was an Israelite before coming up here, right? So did you understand you was an Israelite before you came today? All right. So what is the reservation or the reason why you haven't changed your lifestyle yet? It's a lot. Like what? How do you make a living? You work at a sports bar, right? So, I mean, Hebrews 11, right? I mean, Hebrews 11 and 26. I'm on 11 and 1, I'm on 11 and 26.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, and verse 1.
Bring it out!
And it reads, Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Read it again.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
So faith is the thing hoped for, but the things that evidence are not seen. Meaning what? So if you have faith in the Lord, right, you'll believe what? That He's gonna be able to provide for you the things that you need. Right? So in honoring the Lord, you think He's not gonna make sure you're able to have a job that makes more money or makes money to take care of your livelihood, right? The Lord is gonna make sure you have everything you need. You just gotta have that faith in Him, right? And ultimately, nothing in this world is worth your salvation, no matter what it is. I can make a lot more money doing other things than what I do now. I pass up jobs all the time because I'm not gonna work on the Sabbath day, right? Because I understand the thing that the Lord has for me is way greater than anything here. Everything here is going to pass away, right? Read.
For by it the elders obtain a good report.
They obtain what?
A good report.
And that's what you want with the Lord. You want a good report. You want to obtain a good report with the Lord. Drop that, give me Matthew 6 and 19. Right? Go ahead, read that.
Verse 26. Esteeming the reproach of Christ greater riches than the treasures in Egypt.
Then what? Read up. 25.
Verse 25. Choosing rather to suffer affliction.
Choosing what?
Choosing rather to suffer affliction.
It's an important and a mighty thing to choose rather to suffer affliction than what?
With the people of God.
With what?
With the people of God.
So it's better to suffer affliction with the people of God. The people of God are who? You know who the people of God are? The Israelites.
That's right.
So it's a better thing to suffer affliction with the Israelites than what? Read.
Than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
Than to what?
Than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
So it's better to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy pleasures of sin for a season, right? Everything here is for a season. It's gonna pass away, right? It's not for a long while. It's not for eternity. It's literally for a season, right? All of us up here, we suffer affliction. Right, this brother right here been going through at his job so he can have the Sabbath off. Had to have a damn legal dispute with his damn manager through the state. Right, literally so he can have the days off. Man, suffering affliction, man. Right, but guess what? Through the Spirit of the Most High and through his faith, he got granted that. Right, he could have said, you know what? I'm just, my boss don't want to give it to me off. I'm just gonna have to miss camp. I'm just gonna not keep the Sabbath day. No, he said, I believe in the Lord. I'm gonna put my faith in the Lord, and I'm gonna have this gripe against my manager. Hey, he may kind of look at Yon funny now, right? He may kind of wait on a pin to drop so he can kind of fire him for that, right? They hold grudges behind that, but he can't worry about that. All he can worry about doing is serving the Lord. That's all that we out here to do. We only here to serve the Lord, right? Go ahead.
Esteeming the reproach of...
Drop that. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth.
Do what?
Lay not upon yourself
treasures upon earth.
Read.
Where moth and rust do it corrupt.
Where moth and rust do it corrupt. Everything on this earth, moth and rust corrupt. Read.
And where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven.
Where?
Treasures in heaven.
Where?
Treasures in heaven.
Lay up for yourself treasures in heaven. Right? How do you think you lay up treasures in heaven? Doing what God says, right? Which is keeping the commandments, repenting as an Israelite. That's how you literally lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, Nothing else is going to get you those treasures in heaven other than repenting and coming back to the Lord as an Israelite. Everything else is going to get you death and destruction, right? That's all that's coming to the people that don't repent, right? Read.
Where neither moth nor rust do it corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
So you can work hard at the sports bar all day long, right? Get you a nice car, right? Get you some nice clothes, right? Get you some money, get you some nice glasses, and guess what? Somebody kind of kick the door in your house and kind of steal everything up out of there, right? And then they kind of take your keys and kind of ride in your truck and take it to the chop shop, right? Everything you done bought literally can be taken away from you in an instant on this earth. But the things that the Lord have for you are eternal, right? It can't be taken away from you.
That's right.
Right, go ahead.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
See that? See, our treasure is in the hope of heaven and salvation.
That's right.
So that's where our heart is. That's why we don't worry about anything else. So you got to put your heart invest your heart in the eternal gifts that the Lord has for you. Right? Everything out here, it sucks. Literally, it sucks. Right? You got to work every damn day for the damn so-called white man to get money with the so-called white man face on it to pay the damn so-called white man. Right? That sucks. Right? But guess what? In heaven, you kind of get to have a so-called white man working for you. Right? You get to have damn so-called white handmaids, man. Right? You kind of kick them in the ass and tell them get your damn coffee. Right? And we pray for that, man.
Hey, that's right.
That's something that we want. We want to be able to kick the damn so-called white man in the ass and say, hey, go get my damn coffee, boy. Go get it, boy. And other heathens like this Ishmaelite right here, man. Go get my coffee, boy. Right? That's exactly what we pray for, right? And you got to understand, that's for eternity. You literally get to have those heathens for eternity, right? That's something that you got to keep your eye on, you know, and then have faith in the Lord that he's going to make everything work out for you. Read.
The light of the body is the eye. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
So you got to have a single eye, meaning what? You know you an Israelite, keep your eye on the scriptures, keep your eye on the Lord. Your whole body will be full of light if your eyes are steadfast on the Lord. Read.
But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
Right? But if you're worried about everything outside the scriptures, your whole body will be full of darkness, right? Give me Matthew 10 and 34. Drop that. Go ahead, read that. What you got?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, 8 and verse 28.
Read it out.
And we know that all things work together for good.
They what?
All things work together for good.
Nah, they're not going to work.
All things work together for good.
You got to worry about it.
All things work together for good.
Read.
To them that love Yahweh.
To them that love the Most High. All things work together for good to them that love the Most High. Right? And I'm sure the brother already brought out that you love the Most High through keeping his commandments, man. That's how you love him. So all things work together for them that love the Most High, and you love the Most High by keeping the commandments. So all things work together to them that keep the commandments of the Lord for good. Right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 34.
Bring it out.
Think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
But a what?
But a sword.
Be friends.
But a sword.
You're going to keep your friends.
But a sword.
So the Lord, Yahweh Shai, he's coming back, and he came the first time to set division amongst men, right? So all your old friends, everybody you used to hang out with, they no longer important. The Lord is going to set a division amongst them, because everybody not going to get this truth. Everybody not going to get this understanding. Even for you to know you an Israelite on this in itself is a blessing, right? Because you literally can have your homegirl right here with you. We can break down the same scriptures to your homegirl, and you can say, yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, and she can say, nah, I don't get it. Right? It's a blessing just to know that you're an Israelite. So take that and understand that that's what matters. Understand that the Lord is dealing with you on some type of level for you to understand that and be grateful for that. Right? Because a lot of people can't get it. Nobody in my family can get it. Nobody. I'm the only one in my whole family that kind of gets the scriptures. You know, my mom been reading the Bible her whole life. She calls herself an evangelist. She don't get the scriptures. Right? I can bring it out. It's plain upon tables. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. She don't get it. I can bring it out. We under curse. I'm not cursed. She don't get it. The Lord didn't give it to him to get it. The Lord don't give it to everybody to get it. Right? It's not plain to everybody. It's literally like he blinded their eyes. He said he did. Right? Give me the book of Isaiah 6 and verse 9. Isaiah 6 and 9. Was you holding something?
I'm holding. I'm still holding that Romans 9.
I didn't want Romans 8. That's you should have finished that. Shouldn't be no more on
To
that.
them who are called according to his purpose.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me Isaiah 6 and 9.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 6 and verse 9.
Read it up.
And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
They what?
Understand not.
They what?
Understand not.
They don't understand. So they hear it, but they don't understand. Read.
And see, yea, indeed, but perceive not.
So they can actually see all the curses that our people go through. They can see your people being held up at the border, right? They can see us going through slavery, you going through slavery, right? They can see damn Trayvon Martin getting shot down. They can see damn George Floyd getting shot down. They can see all these different things happening, but they can't perceive it. It's still to them. You can bring out the curses that say this is going to happen to them, and they still won't get it. They can't perceive it. Why? Read.
Make the heart of this people fat.
Make it what?
Fat.
So make their heart is your mind. So if it's saying to make their mind fat, it's saying block their mind, clog their mind, where they can't see these things, where they can't understand or perceive these things. So these people, when you bring the scriptures out to them, the Lord has blocked their understanding, so they can't get it. It says that he chosen the people before the foundation of the world. So you've been chosen to understand these things. That's a blessing. Because the Lord could have cast you off like he did everybody else. Right? All these brothers up here gotta live with people that they knowing that people that they love are gonna get put to death because they can't understand these things. Right? You gotta understand that you one of these people that understand these things, and you cannot be put to death by repenting and coming back to the Lord. Right? That's an important thing, man. Right? I know a woman, who understand these things, and she still refused to hearken unto him, man. Right? Hey, her death is gonna be great. The Lord is gonna put her in a sore destruction of a death because she knew who she was, she knew what she should be doing, and she turned her back on the Lord, man. Right. He's not gonna deal with that. He's gonna literally put you to death in a grievous manner because you knew better. Right? Go ahead.
And make their ears heavy and shut their eyes.
So the Lord made their ears heavy and he shut their eyes. Read.
Lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
So what? If they could see with their eyes and hear with their ears, if the Lord didn't shut it, they will convert and be healed. But because the Lord shut their ears and shut their eyes, they can't be converted and they can't be healed. So they're doomed to destruction and death. Right? So you got to understand that what's coming to this place is destruction and death. Nothing is worth worrying about more than that. Right? Because the way the Lord is going to destroy America is going to be a sore destruction. Right? Give me Micah 2 and 10. Right? Read what you got.
This is Psalms 119 and 59.
Bring it out.
I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimony.
Read.
I made haste.
I what?
I made haste.
I waited.
I made haste.
I thought about it.
I made haste.
Making haste means you do something quickly. It means I didn't wait. It means I hurry up and did it, man. Right? So David, right, who's a righteous king, said he made haste. I mean, he moved quickly to do these things. And did what? Read.
And delayed not to keep thy commandments.
And delayed not to keep the commandments of the Lord. So you can't delay to keep the commandments of the Lord. You got to start keeping them, right? Hey, you got a job. I'm not telling you run in there and kind of slap your boss and say, I quit and I'm done. No, you move with wisdom. You start studying. You start praying. You start fasting. You change what you wear. You change what you eat, right? And the Lord will start changing your spirit that's in you, and he'll help you understand, okay, now I know my next move. This is what I got to go do now, right? Maybe now, instead of working at a sports bar, he may just send you in a restaurant, right? It may be a more high-end restaurant where you get more tips and you ain't got to worry about the nonsense that goes on in the sports bar, right? You never know, right? But you got to begin to start making your changes and allow the Lord to change the life that's around you, right? Hey, all these brothers up here are my brothers. I didn't know, only one I knew before 8 months ago was this one right here. Me and him been best friends for a long time. But everybody else up here that's my brother, I didn't know them before 8 months ago.
Yeah,
but I'm closer to every one of these brothers than I am anybody else. That's right. And that's the Lord did that, right? The Lord literally did that. It was many times when I came into this truth before he even came into this truth when I was alone. And I'd be like, damn, I'm alone. But I never was like, I don't want to serve the Lord no more because I'm alone. I prayed to the Lord to send me people that I could be around that was like-minded. And all of a sudden, now I got 8 brothers. And that's a beautiful thing. I got 8 brothers that's here, and I got over 100 brothers that's in the camp. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing. That's a glorious thing. And just like how we got brothers, there's sisters that you can link up the same way, right? We got sisters in our camp that you can link up with the same way, so you won't be alone. You'll be around like-minded people that can help you stay strong, help build you up, help give you understanding when you need it, right? Read what you got, right here.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Arise, yea, and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with sore destruction.
So this place is not our rest. So we can't be worried about the things in this place because it's not our rest. It said it will destroy you with a sore destruction, right? I don't know about you, but the word sore gives a very good credence to how bad that destruction is going to be, right? If you got a sore, it don't feel good, right? It hurts, right? A damn cold sore on your damn lip. That bad boy hurt, man. You kind of got all the chapstick on your lip all damn day trying to get that thing off. You know, that thing hurt, man. So that's a sore destruction. It's going to be a bitter and a sore destruction. The Lord, you don't want that. Nobody wants to be partaking in that place. And I'm going to bring out some precepts about that in a minute, but nonetheless, nobody wants to be partaking in that, right? Read what you got.
Sirach 5 and 2.
Bring it out.
Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. And say not, who shall control me for my works?
Toby 4 and 5.
For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
Read. Yep.
Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me?
So a lot of people, they say, I learned I was an Israelite and I still been doing everything that I used to do, but nothing has happened to me. Well, right now, the Bible is telling you, say not, I have sinned and what harm have come to me, right? Don't say that. Don't say, I learned I was an Israelite. I know I was supposed to put on a dress, but I still been wearing pants and the Lord didn't do anything. The Bible is saying don't say that, right? Let's see why. Read.
For the Lord is long-suffering. He will in no wise let thee go.
He will what?
He will in no wise let thee go.
The Lord is not going to let it go. He's not going to let go of anything that we do, right? Unless we get that blood up off of us. Unless we cleanse those sins up off of us, he's not going to let it go. Right? Read.
Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
See that? Be not without fear to add sin unto sin. All this is going back to keeping the commandments. Read.
And say not, his mercy is great.
Don't say the Lord's mercy is great, which is what we learn in Christianity. He does have great mercy because all of us should be put to death. All of us should be dead for our sins.
That's right.
He does have great mercy, but don't let that be a crutch, man. Right? Don't let his great mercy be a crutch. Hey, Zohar. Give me Romans 6 and 1. Right?
Come. Romans 6
Mike
and
Olive. Give me Toby 4 and 5.
I got Toby 4 and 5.
I know I'm gonna need a lot of readers. Give me Toby 4 and 5.
I got both of them.
I know. I need a lot of readers. Give me Toby 4 and 5. Hey brother, you don't know how to parallel park, man? That little car? My truck could fit in there. Hey. Straighten up.
Brother not using no type of mirrors.
That little car, he could have pulled that car right in this spot, man.
Picked it up, put it right there.
Right, Salakia, man. All right.
Say 3 and 10.
Brother, always getting on somebody about their parking,
Ecclesiastes
man.
8 and 11.
8 and 11.
Right, read.
And say not, his mercy is great.
Uh-huh.
He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins.
Read.
For mercy and wrath come from him.
Uh-huh.
And his indignation resteth upon sinners.
And what?
And his indignation resteth upon sinners.
And his indignation rests upon sinners. You know what indignation is? Indignation is a form of destruction, a form of hatred, right? So his hatred rests upon sinners, right? So we don't want to be sinners. Yeah, we all commit sin, but there's a difference between committing sin and being a sinner. A sinner lives in his sin or in her sin. Somebody that commits sin may transgress, but they get back up again, right? They clean themselves back off. So there's a difference between you saying, okay, well, I'm gonna keep the commandments of the Lord, I'm gonna put on my dress, I'm gonna do what I need to do, right? And then, you know, you don't get to leave your job immediately and you still kind of gotta go to work on a Sabbath day or whatever may be going on. There's a difference between you doing that and you having a heart of, well, I don't know if I want to give that up yet. There's a fine line between that. I don't want to give that up yet. That's still being a sinner and saying, hey, the Lord's mercy is great, right? That manner of thing will get us killed. Read that Romans 6.
This is the book of Romans chapter 6 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid.
So Paul is telling you, should we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. That means hell no. Hell no, we should not continue in sin that grace may abound, right? So don't let your mind believe that because the Lord has given us grace and he don't strike us down immediately, he don't open up the earth immediately and kind of swallow us back up. Don't let that have your mind believing that you can continue living the way you used to live, right? Read what you got, Ecclesiastes.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11.
Hey, bring it out.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
So because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Like I said, back in the old days, they kind of murmured against Moses. The Lord kind of opened up the ground, kind of swallowed them back up. He kind of closed the ground back up. Hey, people didn't want to play games back then. Now the Lord don't do things that way. People in their heart, they continue to add sin unto sin because they don't die immediately, right? You don't get caught kind of breaking the Sabbath day. They don't bring you out before the congregation and kind of stone you to death. Now you break the Sabbath day and you got us screaming on the corners telling you to repent, right? But just think, right? Give me Hebrews 10 and 27, man, right? Just think about how much worse it is for us to have all this time to get right and we still decide not to get right, right? Just think about you being a parent and you got a child and you like, clean your room. You don't do nothing to him, you go home. You go to work. You come back the next day. Room still not clean. Clean your room. You go to work. You do it for a year straight. Every time you come home, the damn room ain't clean. One day, you're going to be fed the hell up. And the whooping you going to get that child that day is going to be 10 times worse than if you would have just whooped them the first time they came home and the room wasn't clean. It's the same way with the Lord. The Lord has given us all this time to get right. All this time. He put all these men on the corner, right? Teaching and preaching, waving the hand, trying to get our people right. When he comes back and he sets destruction to this place, it's going to be 10 times worse than what it was with Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Because everybody here had too many chances. Sodom and Gomorrah didn't get these chances, right? The Lord kind of seen the wickedness. He kind of was like, you know what? I'm going to send these angels down there, right? If I see 10 righteous men, I won't destroy the place. And he didn't see 10. Hey, and you still can't dwell in Sodom and Gomorrah to this day. So imagine how much worse it's going to be here in America. To this day, nobody can live in Sodom and Gomorrah. You can look it up, right? And I'm telling you right now, imagine how much worse it's going to be in America. We have all this time, right? Go ahead. It's more than that.
Oh, okay, come. Though a sinner do evil and though a sinner do evil 100 times,
right,
and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God.
It's going to be well with them that fear God, right? Let's see how you fear God. Hold what you got. Hold that. Give me Sirach 2 and 15.
Sirach 2 and 15.
Read.
They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word.
They what?
They will not disobey his word.
They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word. This go for you too, brother. Right? Everything I'm saying go for you too, brother. Right? They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word. Right? So it say it will be well with them that fear the Lord. And it's telling you here, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word. Right? So it's going to be well with the ones that do not disobey the words of the Lord. That's the only ones it's going to be well with. It's not going to be well with these wicked ass people across the street. It's not going to be well with people that work in their or the people that ask their money. It's not going to be well with them. It's going to be well with the people that fear the Lord, man. The ones that fear the Lord, the men, what they doing, they out here bringing the words out of the Lord. Or they learning like the brothers are doing, right? They doing one of the two. They either learning, in the house studying, reading, out with the brothers, listening and hearing the words, or they doing the work of the Lord. That's what the men of the Lord are doing. Or what women are doing right now, they either in the house tending to their children if they have children, or they at the house doing the same thing, kind of highlighting, watching videos, writing notes down, trying to be diligent to the Lord, right? Huh? No, women can drink. Women can drink. That's not true. Women can drink. You can drink. You just can't be drunk. There's a difference between being drinking and being drunk. Women can drink. You can drink wine and you can drink strong drink. You just can't be drunk, right? We got a feast day coming up on Monday, man. Everybody gonna be drinking in there, man. Unless they pregnant, everybody gonna be drinking. And while everybody celebrated Thanksgiving, and they thought no Parmesan, man. While everybody celebrated Thanksgiving, we fasted. We didn't eat a damn thing, right? But now Monday, when Monday come around, right? we gonna feast.
Hey, come
And
on.
on top of feasting, we gonna drink and we gonna be married. We got a whole week of a feast. They had one Thanksgiving Day that commemorates the slaughter of our Native American and your people, right? And we got a whole week of fasting that represents the slaughter of the so-called white man.
Hey, that's right.
Dedication of our temple, right? That's what the feast of dedication is about. So we gonna feast and be married. So women can definitely drink. Not to get off topic, but women can drink. You can drink. There's things you can do. Don't believe that when you come into this truth, you just can't do nothing. That's just not true. We have a lot of fun in righteousness, man, right? And sisters enjoy each other in righteousness. It's a different type of relationship with the women that you're around when you have a true sisterhood. You don't have to worry about her hating on you. You don't have to worry about her trying to get a man that you may got. You ain't got to worry about none of those things because it's all in righteousness. You know, not saying that you don't have people that's supposed to be in this truth that's not wicked. You have people that's supposed to be in this truth that's wicked. But nonetheless, that's more few, far, and in between, right? When you deal with it in the world, hey, you never know. It could be your damn best friend, and, you know, they wish worse for you, right? Go ahead, finish that off.
It shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days.
Neither shall he prolong the days of the wicked. And the wicked are anybody who's not keeping the commandments of the Lord. Read what you guys are.
You want? Which one you want? Hebrews 11 or
Hebrews 10.
Hebrews 10, Slack, verse 27. But a certain fearful looking for judgment and fiery indignation.
Here's that word again. Indignation. Fiery indignation. Read.
Which shall devour the adversaries. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses.
That's what I was talking. That's what we were talking about in the past with Moses, and you died under 2 or 3 witnesses. Right now you have grace. You don't die under 2 or 3 witnesses. Right, literally breaking the Sabbath day is a sentence of death. That's a sentence of death via the law. You don't get that now. That doesn't happen. That's not what happened. You got grace. You will repent from it. Right, read.
Of how much sore punishment?
Of what?
Of how much sore punishment?
What's that word again?
Of how much sore punishment?
How much sore punishment? Right, read.
Suppose ye shall be worthy. Suppose ye